Thanks, Dota, for the 5 bits. Really appreciate you, bud.
Thanks, Dota, for the 5 bits. Really appreciate you,
Thanks,
bud.
Dota, for the 5 bits. Really appreciate you, bud.
You like what I did there?
Yes.
Another 5 smackaroos. Thank you very much, Dota. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the timer seems to be a little bit on the slow side of confusing, but don't worry about it. My name is Army Overlord, and welcome to Week 10, the Bronze, Silver, Gold Competitive Series, Allonelane versus Rawr. In this matchup, you'll be having the wonderful casters of Duraxier and...
I played Dota twice. What's going on, guys?
Already dropping 5 smackaroos over the course of this stream before the match even started. Dota, are you excited for this Allonelane versus Rawr matchup?
In the words of Rengar, yeah, yeet!
Ya yeet? Is that how he does it? Or is he like, ya yeet?
Yeet!
Yeet! Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, that's gonna
Totally
be good.
Omega lol. But first ban is the Talon. Really like that ban. Sale has definitely fed on that champion minute, but he has also popped off and hard carried games for Rawr. So in my opinion, it's best just get that off the table, get that out of there. Just make him play a different champ. Same thing with the Jinx ban. In case anyone was wondering, loses a ban due to an emergency sub of Headache Remedy. Just FYI for everyone out there. Jinx ban, again, I like it. The brand, I mean, Kid of Fire. If anyone saw Season 1, that's literally the only champ he played. So he's pretty good on it. He's pretty good on it.
And it looks like they did some quick searching on that top laner. Definitely do not want to get rid of anybody they have to worry about, but it appears that the champion Sion will be taken off the board as well. And Brand being the only... Oh, never mind. There we go. A second ban by Rawr.
Yeah, that's, again, Kid of Fire. Season 1, Kid of Fire was all about Brand. Season 2, Kid of Fire has been all about Galio. So let's see if they can predict Season 3 and go ahead and ban that. But the Sion ban, Doki's been playing a lot of TP Smite Sion. It was good once, so I could see why banning it. Tristana pickup. I'm not going to lie, I'm not been a huge fan of Tristana since the nerfs to her range. Personally, I just feel like just her lane, it just takes so long to ramp up now. But does play quite a bit of Tristana, so it's probably, I would assume, more of a comfort pick as opposed to a this up pick. The Yorick. Ooh, Delali. Okay,
Ye-
okay. That's a bit different.
Indeed, it is one of the most devastatingly interesting split pushing top laners. Yorick has been very interestingly on the losing side of lane so far, as the last streak I've seen with Yorick being in top lane, I think, was kind of a negative one. He didn't come out with any kills, died a multitude of times, and could not get the pressure he wanted in the laning phase. Certainly didn't really work out for him, and now he'll be used here to go up against Spike 2929. Not sure
Yeah.
about the outcome of that, to be honest.
I mean, honestly, you don't need to do anything in lane as York. Interesting. Obviously, doesn't hold a lot of weight, but in one of my plat games, had a York split push. The man was 0, 11, and 1. But I'll be damned if he didn't take about 8 towers and we won the game. 0, 11, and 1 people, and we had like 30 kills. So that tells you how often he grouped. But you don't need to group if you're taking towers all day. So
that is definitely the plan of attack. Meanwhile, we've got a Malphite here in play. Now, I've seen a lot of
top.
What?
I assume top.
Well, here's the tricky thing about it. We've actually seen a couple of Malphite bottoms as of late, and one of the very interesting things about the Malphite in the bot lane is, well, you have an automatic target on the Q, which means you automatically hit it. If you keep hitting the ADC with that, you might be able to effectively take him out of any potential trading. Essentially, use the ADC's lack of movement after its effect is and boost your own means you can essentially go for quick and effective trades, where in some supporting cases, you won't be able to, well, predict the plan of attack. So essentially, you could chip away at the ADC's health bar, and engaging that bot lane is going to be a little bit more trickier and a little bit more challenging. And at some point during the level 5, level 6, that's when Malphite's ultimate will basically be the biggest threat for the ADC, and then you could just, at that point, wombo combo, land on him, bam, hit some big explosions from the Rock and Tristana. We'll expect that type of strategy. We'll see if that's going to happen or not.
I hope not, because if Ziffy is picking Malphite support, I will flame him this game. Malphite is not a support. And I had a little respect for Ziffy, so I don't think it's going to be a support Scion, or Malphite. But the Xayah ban, the Veigar ban, the Thresh ban. So apparently, Rawr do not think it is a support Malphite either with the Thresh ban. So I'm assuming that it's going to be a top with the Warwick. That's why they banned the Janna, banned the Xayah. Just to make sure they have to pick an ADC who is a little less safe. Because Xayah's ultimate makes her super easy to dodge things, untargetable. Same thing with Janna. She can Q, buy some time for ADC, do her ult, knock everyone back. So it looks like AOL just want to go super hard, press R, and then everyone else right clicks, and then they win the team fight, which, I mean, is not a bad strategy. And we've seen AOL do it about, 100 times, and it works out most of the time. So,
well, there goes that plan of attack entirely. Already throwing out the Sona here on the play, confirming it too. So there we have it. No Malphite support. It's going to be Malphite top.
Thank God. I thought Ziffy had a brain, and I was proven right. Thank you, Ziffy. I appreciate you. Ooh, the Ahri. Okay, Kid of Fire's been playing some Ahri recently, and I'm not gonna lie, it's looked all right. Ooh, Yasuo. I don't like that.
Will be an interesting little knockup comp strategy here, but Kid, I don't think plays a lot of Yasuo.
Is he?
Oh,
damn.
Got
me all excited.
Give the ball to the Rock and throw him in there. That is a classic strategy that has worked very consecutively for a lot of seasons now. Why not try it here again? My question I am very curious about is the Sona option. Now, honestly, Sona has been very squishy, has been very ineffective in trading so far that I've seen in combat anyway. I'm not saying that it happened in meta or not, but I feel like Sona, you could just basically grab a Nami, do the same thing, or you can grab yourself a Soraka and do the same kind of overhealing concept. You could even take Sona in top lane. I thought they were joking, and I guess they were joking. Good.
Yeah, definitely Sona is not an OP support right now, but It seems to me that AOL saw the York pick and they said, all right, they want to try split push instead of trying to match them picking another split pusher or a duelist, someone who could 1v1 the York. They just said, screw it. We're just going to let him split push. And then meanwhile, we will just all in. I mean, right now they have a disgusting team comp as far as team fights go. The Malphite, the Warwick, the ball delivery system, and then you have the Sona with the ult. She can throw down some heals. And then you got Tristana just pushing out the DPS. I really, really, really hate the Vayne pick by Jijiru.
Not to mention they have a Nidalee in the mid lane too, which is very interesting as well.
Interesting, but I can kind of understand why, because actually not really. I hate both those picks. Because York is going to split push, right? I mean, York's not a very good team fighter. He can team fight, but the whole point of a York is to split push is to duel the other top laner. So you pick a Zac whose job is to go in, even though you should be 4v5ing, not what you want. Then you pick a Nidalee who has no wave clear, which, again, 4v5, so you're probably going to be under tower the whole game. You need wave clear.
Right,
then you pick a Vayne, a short-range ADC, into a Malphite, Warwick, Sona, Orianna. She's just going to get absolutely butt-blasted in team fights if anyone knows what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Just walk right up to him, hit him from a very far range, and just really overwhelm the target. You know, honestly, in strategy plans, I think Orianna kind of usurps Nidalee when it comes to ranged poke on almost a massive scale. The AoE that Orianna does with the ball is just so much of a bigger hitbox than Nidalee's Spear, and I think Nidalee's Spear is probably the most narrowest hitbox to land in the game. But if you can hit it, it's gonna hurt pretty bad, and the follow-up burst is even more scary. So if you misplay it, that's essentially how Nidalee can really take advantage of all of her prey. It's just as simple as, if I get one proc of my spear on you, I have a really good chance to surprise you with burst. Kid of Fire,
100%.
Yeah, Kid of Fire at this stage honestly has the upper hand on the wave clear department. Nidalee's wave clear has to switch to Panther form just to do that, and if he tries to at that point, Orianna can just have complete lane control and basically can trade and hit Nidalee, who's going to be extremely squishy. So, in every sense of the word, except for top lane, I think Allonelane in practicality do have a superior ranged poke and a superior engaging comp. So, it kind of leads to the question, was the strategy here to try to abuse the strength of the mechanics, or was the strategy for a Doki squad here to utilize the split push? Because it kind of seems like a blend of both, and I don't know how they're going to make this work.
I think they went with the old George Bush strategy in Iraq, where you do something and then you just look at the camera and go, there is no plan. That's what Rawr's team comp says to me.
Well,
we're 5 years in Iraq and we don't know what we're doing here. That's what this team comp says.
Put the stats on the paper. For Nidalee and Vayne, they do happen to have a lot of burst damage when it comes to the late game. So does Nidalee have a really strong burst in the early. Yorick, very good on splitting. Zac, pretty good on making engages happen. So is Rakan. On paper, statistically speaking, if you just take, how they synergize, take it out of the question, which no one should ever do. But if for this practicality, we're going to say it does. On paper, their team technically looks like they would do a lot of damage, and they look like they could basically win a team fight if no synergy was involved, which means no team fighting on that case. But anyway, as you guys can see in the top left here on the screen, you should be seeing Draxier coming in and helping out to essentially replacing me and being the caster for the remainder of the series. So, Drax.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'll be your play-by-play caster along with Dota. Will be colors. Going to be really exciting. What do you think, Dota?
Did you just call me colored?
Well, that's it for me, folks. See you later.
No, but seriously, I'm doing super good. Just had a cup of coffee, had a power nap before this. So I'm actually feeling quite well. Just flaming Rawr's team comp because I think it is terrible. and I don't know why they did this to me.
Nidalee mid's gonna be pretty spooky. Do you think? How's that gonna go in the mid lane?
I have absolutely no idea. Apparently, Sale does play Nidalee mid. I don't know how often, but apparently he plays it in other leagues or whatever. Apparently, there's another tournament series Rawr plays in, and he played a Nidalee mid and did okay. My biggest problem, like I was saying earlier, is just there's no wave clear on this. You have a Vayne. Who's clearing these waves while you're 5v4ing while York's in a side lane getting towers? Like, what's your goal here? That's my kicker.
You're definitely right. This is not a team comp they can get behind, because if Rawr gets behind, this game's over.
Yes, and Doki is not known for his early game jungling / ganks getting ahead, really. So,
Ooh.
hey, a pause! Wow, look at this team.
It ain't
Super
duo
excited.
if there ain't a pause.
Super excited. Well, this gives me a few more moments to flame Rawr. So excellent. Everyone's a winner now. But in all honesty, I do like Allonelane's team comp. I kind of would have preferred not Sona, but the other 4 champs are good, and the only reason just Sona's just not very good right now. It's nothing against Ziffy. It's just Sona's just not really. I don't know. Just not a huge fan of Sona. I think she's kind of meh.
Definitely agree with you. I tried to get Lulu, but Ziffy's like,
Ooh, Lulu. Oh man.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
A man
Ziffy,
after
can
my
you
own
play
heart.
Lulu? And he's like, oh yeah, maybe, possibly, no.
Maybe, possibly new. Excellent. All right.
Yeah, I was unlucky. I would have secured it for sure. Alrighty, 1 minute into the pause, no sign of coming out. Oh, let's flame Rawr some more.
Yeah, so Nidalee mid, okay, whatever. But like I said, no wave clear. Zach's gonna have no wave clear. Vayne has no wave. And also Vayne, like I was saying earlier, just very unsafe champion in general. Very short range, which means you're gonna be in range of Sona ult, Orianna ult, Warwick ult, Malphite ult. So you're either gonna have to be super good with your QSS flash or your invis tumble and hope they don't just hit you anyway, or you're just gonna die. And I'm assuming it should be a 4v5 because York will be in a side lane while AOL is grouped as 5. And if your ADC dies in the beginning of a 5v4, that makes it a 5v3. And now you have a Nidalee, Zach, Rakan, not really the most DPS in the game. And then Tristana can... Oh, there we go. Reconnected. There we go. So we should get him back soon. And then Tristana can just melt towers. So yeah,
looking pretty good. The only issue here is the early game. Yorick beats Malphite out pretty hard. So if Fangelo can get an early lead, we might see some action in the top lane.
Yeah, 100%. And also, that's why I would like to see something like Ezreal, someone who's safe and has a good hard mid-game power spike. So you do well in the lane, you get in the mid-game, you do the 5v4, Yorick takes a bunch of towers, then your mid-game just explodes, you get a huge gold lead, you're up by like 6-7k, and then time late game rolls around, you should already have a bunch of objectives, bunch of towers, bunch of gold, and then you can just kind of maybe group as 5 and end it. But this
Ooh,
is
it started.
a weird scaling comp that doesn't really scale.
A weird scaling comp that doesn't really scale. Yeah, they're really putting a lot of hope into Chadru this game.
Yes, they are. But here we go. I'm assuming a 5-point. Ooh, I'm seeing some pings. Might be a 5-man by Allonelane.
Absolutely, we'll see.
I love my
how
all
it goes down.
I love my all-ins level 1. It's the only thing that gets me up in the morning.
Oh,
It's
Zach
okay.
might fish check the bush.
Come
He
on.
has no flash. He has no flash.
Oh, they let him do it.
Yeah, they have no CC at level 1, so he's gonna get away
Okay.
with it.
All right. Well, they do get a ward for their trouble, and Sona picks up a little bit of gold. Oh, actually, she didn't get any of her procs off from Spell Thief's Edge. Ooh,
Hey,
Ziffy.
the gold lead.
Ziffy, he wasn't there. All right, so it looks like they might get a ward deep in here, which I think would be really good. There we go. Ward the Zach's red. So, all in
Really
all,
curious. Really curious to see
good.
how this mid lane works, actually.
I do too. So, I mean, obviously, if Nidalee hits a Q and then all ends, She should do quite a bit of deeps with the Ignite, just Nidalee damage in general, plus the Electrocute proc. But Orianna should just be able to stay in the middle of the minions and never get hit by a spear. So, so a little bit of cat and mouse game should be going on.
Actually, I think Nidalee level 3 might actually be able to like one-shot Uri if he lands the spear at like max range. It would be close.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like I said, Orianna shouldn't get hit by a spear if she's standing in the minions.
Oh, a little bit of shoving coming from Kid. Is this the correct move?
Okay, so pretty normal start from everyone. Everyone's clearing their jungle, farming some minions. I do like the Doran Shield by Malphite. Like you said, he should lose the lane pretty hard, so take that Doran Shield, get a little bit of extra HP, a little extra regen. Hopefully keep you from dying in the 1v1. Ooh, Kid of Fire. Taking that. Tower shot.
Dodge the spear, take a tower shot. Worth.
Worth. As long as his damage charts stay low, it's all worth it in the end.
Right. So we have two what seems to be winning lanes for AOL and one losing lane in the top lane. What is Canadian Champ looking to do here to secure this early game?
So I definitely would like to see Canadian Champ do a lot of ganks. I wouldn't say oh,
Sail goes in!
Oh my god. He's dead.
Oh, yep. First blood. We just talked about that, level 3.
The level 3 prediction. Nice. Well, that's absolutely terrible for Kid of Fire. But he does have TP, so at least he won't really miss too much minions. But, yeah, that's really bad. Oh, and DC. The victory DC.
Oh, boy.
Looks like they're not going to pause. Maybe they didn't notice yet.
How can they not notice their own top lane or walking back to base?
I mean, it's Rawr.
He's actually on his way back home. He's hit his inhibitor tower. He's ET go home.
Maybe it's all part of the plan. They're like, look, man, I need to recall and get a sandwich. Let me just DC real quick.
They actually paused when he reconnects. So now he either has to TP back to lane or he's going to miss so much.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What is going on? Now the Malphite's winning lane by 9 CS.
Damn. Yeah, he probably is. Yeah, he's going to be a lot behind. Especially just the EXP lead. But I would really like to see Canadian Champ gank top. Since York does not have an escape, Warwick should be able to dodge his trap. I'm not sure what that skill is called. I don't play York or top lane.
I got you. I got 10 windows open of the LoL wiki telling me the names of abilities.
Excellent.
Dark Procession is the name of his wall.
Oh, of course, I knew that. Yeah, I just slipped my mind. But yeah, if Warwick should be able to dodge that pretty easily, due to his Q letting him pass through. So they could play it right and easily get at least a flash, probably a kill out of the Tangelo. And now that he doesn't have TP either, if you can get a good solid gank on him, make him back, he's going to be super far behind. Let Malphite get a huge lead. And Spike is a very good top laner, I think. So he can definitely take that lead and escalate it.
Absolutely. Kid of Fire actually still has top lane teleport in the mid lane. Didn't use it.
Oh, he didn't use it, yeah. Okay. So a little bit of trading going on the bot. But I definitely, last week against Naughty Nips, I think Canadian Chip did a phenomenal job in the jungle. I wouldn't say flamed, but I definitely harped a little bit on his champ pool. I thought it was very small. And then Naughty Nips banned out his champ pool, and he picked different champs, and then hard carried. So I'm pretty excited to see this Warwick and watch him whip it out again. Oof. Kid of Fire taking some more damage here. This is not good. I feel like Nidalee's slowly taking this lane over. I mean, he's already up, what, 7-8 CS now? Which I don't think should be happening. Nidalee should not be winning lane against the Orianna.
Yeah, that first kill doing wonders for his lane pressure.
Looks like Doki's doing a little bit of counter jungle here. I would like to see a gank on Kid of Fire, but nope. Just gonna walk away, do scuttle grab.
Spike is slapping Tangelo in the top lane.
Yeah, that level lead I think is definitely paying dividends for him. Doki getting a super deep ward also on the red buff of all one lane. I think that's super huge. Try to keep track of the Warwick. Because he should be ganking soon. I assume maybe he's just going to wait till level 6 now. Since he's already mostly there.
Oh, Zach ganks mid lane.
Ganking
Kid has no
mid lane.
flash.
And
And
he's
he
dead.
goes down. Good gank by Doki.
Man, Kid of Fire not having a good lane so far. He also went tier. Okay.
Pretty
Good
standard
trades.
stuff. The Archangel staff being buffed in the second to last patch.
Okay.
Now a busted item.
Bust, is it?
Yeah, it is. It gives actually like 140 AP on its own.
Nice. Okay, fair enough.
It teleports to mid lane though. Not gonna miss too much in XP.
So
50
Zippy and Blue
CSM.
are really doing very well in this lane. A little bit behind in CS, but he should theoretically be able to pick up most of this wave and even it out. But they're definitely winning in the health department. I'd really like to see them just kind of all in this bot lane here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they could
Thumbs out.
instantly kill Vayne. Just flash forward on Sona, ignite him. He's
Yeah,
gone.
100%. Yeah, Sona is Zippy has been chunking him super hard with those empowered Qs. I really want to see some win lane win game here, Zippy. Alright, so they do have vision on Warwick. They're pinging his red buff right now. The question is, will they go bot after this? I would like to see them just all in bot. I don't really
Pretty
know if
good
they
ward
can-
they have there.
Yeah, it is. Doki did that himself, actually, when he invaded earlier, so... Paying dividends, 75 gold. That's why you should ward, people, if you're watching this. Make sure you ward. Buy pinks. They're good.
We'll actually have to see how long it lasts there. That's pretty-
Warwick's doing Drake.
Oh, they don't know. There's a ward deep in the red buff, but there's no ward on Dragon.
Doki wards the red buff, but not the river. Unlucky.
Oh, Spike. A bit of trouble in the top lane. Going to take some damage by the ghouls. Not going to be too big of a trade for Tangelo. Grass proc comes back. Going to equalize the trade. Sail in the mid lane. Lands the
Sail.
spear. Kid of Fire now in trouble. Misses the shockwave. And the ignite will come through. Onto Kid of Fire. Flash is not available. That's going to be a 0-3 Orianna in the mid lanes.
Yeah, a
Oh,
little
boy.
bit of a mechanical misplay from Kid of Fire there. Man, this is really not good. I did not expect Nidalee to be 2-0-1 at 8 minutes. 2 solo kills plus the assist. from
Wait, Doki might get executed by the blue buff. It's going to be really close. He has no smite. Oh, she's gonna pass this sustain through it. Oh, it's close.
The good news is Nidalee does not take towers very quickly, so not a lot of tower damage done so far.
Quite interested to see how this mid lane advantage will play out into the mid game.
Yeah, this is going to be really rough, especially if they can keep warding deep in their jungle. Maybe Nidalee gets some invades off with Doki, or maybe a roam down bot. They could definitely do some very good DPS, and she's up 30 farm already. Is he going to all in?
Oh, is she gonna
Do it! Do it!
Pounce goes through, Power Cube lands on the Kid of Fire, and Sail will go down. Has to flash out of tower aggro. Safety. Warwick is on the hunt though. Blood Hunt procced. Has the movement speed available. Ultimate up as well. It's gonna be a dead Nidalee shutdown. Going to Canadian champ on Warwick.
So that's good. At least Kid of Fire does get some assist gold, so that's something.
Oh, in the top lane, not fight. Ensemble Force
Yeah,
lands
go.
into the infinite arrest of Warwick. Tangela
Very
goes
nice.
down.
That was
Flash
very
available. Did not flash either ability. Stun locked to death.
Okay. Well, that's really good. Canadian champ is now 2-0, so we might see the dog carry.
I actually used the ability names. Dodo, are you proud of me?
Dude, I couldn't be more proud. I ain't gonna lie.
The cramming paid off. Paid off, dude. The 10 windows are open.
The cram before finals.
Yeah. Oh, and the top lane Spike under a bit of pressure. Tangelo has the wall up. Shoot, I don't
he's
know if the
gonna
wall
walk it
up.
out.
Nah, he's gonna lock out. Tangelo did not have his wall up. Unfortunate. What is that wall called again? Shoot, I don't think we'll
Dark
remember.
Impassive.
Dark Procession. There we go.
That was close.
Dark Procession.
Dark Procession, yeah. But Spike does have TP, so he should be able to back. He gets the Bomby Cinder.
Oh, Kid of Fire being zoned so hard in the mid lane.
Yeah, this is honestly really, really bad. Kid of Fire is super underfarmed right now. Oh, Spike is actually going to save his TP and not TP top, so he will miss a big fat wave for that. But I assume he's saving it so they can do an all-in bot lane.
Oh, it is a cannon wave, so he won't miss too much here. He'll just miss the cannon and maybe a melee. Pretty good macro, actually, from Spike. Yeah, he'll catch it.
Oh yeah, the
Kid of
maiden
Fire.
takes it. Okay, I forgot about the maiden.
Alright, 51 CS to 86 in the mid lane. How can Nidalee push this lead even further? Because right now, at the current pace, AOL's not behind enough, and like we said, the moment Rawr falls behind, they will lose. So how does Nidalee push this?
Yeah, so Nidalee is up a ton of gold right now, 4,300 to Kid of Fire's 2,800. So massive lead in that regard. But like I said a bit ago, right now the dog can carry Canadian champ sitting at just about a 1k gold lead over Doki. So kind of help balance that out, plus a little bit of farm lead in the top lane. So I would really like to see them gank bot. I feel like right now you want Tristana to get up, get popping, start taking towers, because the Tangelo should start outscaling and beating Malphite 1v1 and start taking towers himself. So you kind of want to match that and maybe then lane swap, because you already have the Drake.
Actually, a pretty big itemization. Oh, in the mid lane, Zach lands the combo, misses an ultimate chain CC.
Oh, nice.
Fire manages Zanya's. The pounce of Sail, the teleport comes in from the top lane, but is cancelled. Warwick is here. Infinite Duress is available. The fear lands onto the Zach. Zach has no flash because of his summoner's
he's going for
optimization. The spear hits on the Canadian, flash over the wall, looking for the ultimate. Infinite Duress lands. Kid of Fire does not have the damage. Lands the QW.
Burn down.
Onto Nidalee. The burn will land, and Zach passive is procced. Rakan is in the back, looking for some help on his teammate, but Zach will fall, giving the kill over to Kid of Fire. What a champ!
What a
Warwick.
nice jungler.
Ooh, Zippy looking for some aggression in the bot lane. The W will miss from Rakan. Has to flash away. Good flash from Zippy.
So I'm not gonna lie, I almost flamed Canadian champ there when he flashed. I was like, just go for the Zach, man. Don't go for the Nidalee. But it worked out. They get 2 kills for it. So this man, IQ 200 plays.
Gotta give a shout out to that red smite. Managed to secure
Yes.
the kill on Nidalee when she almost got away. Also, Kid of Fire landed a big command combo on the Nidalee from really far away. Managed to secure that kill. It was pretty good.
Yeah, really good stopwatch also. That 100% saved his life. If he didn't stopwatch there, 100% he dies. Canadian champ walks away sadly, doesn't get anything for his gank.
Absolutely. Kid of Fire showing some mental stability this game, not tilting in the face of a 3-1 Nidalee.
That's actually very
Like-
true. I would be hard tilted right now if I was 0-4. I'd be done for the game.
Oh, Rakan looks for a bit of aggression. Let me quickly look up the name of his W. It's called Grand Entrance. Rakan looking for the Grand Entrance in the bot lane. If he can find it onto Zippy. Zippy has no flash. Could be a kill secured on the side of Rawr. Not gonna look for it.
So Chijiru already has the static shift completed to the BF Zeal of Tristana. Got a slight farm lead also. But I still honestly feel like they can win the 2v2. Just due to Sona, if she can land some solid Empower Qs on the Vayne prior to the fight starting. I think a nice combo. You got Orianna coming down.
Zach counter jungling the blue buff in the top lane. Might get him back into the game in terms of XP. Dragon League control for Rawr. Anything gonna break out?
Doki's playing very well this game. He's got a good solid deep ward on the red, which is still up, by the way. Oh, actually, no, Warwick
Gonna
didn't
start
see
the
it.
Rift Herald.
Looks like this will be uncontested. They should be able to see this, though. That pink ward right there. Yes, okay. Spike's coming to check it
Okay.
now.
Spike coming to intervene, but the
Dark
Dark
Procession
Procession stops him. Doki has Smite available, and Sail's here to do some damage to Spike. Warwick and Orianna not in position to punish this. However, with the Blood Hunt comes into the bot lane, the Infinite Duress will land onto the Rakan, into the Crescendo. CC chain to death. Flash heal burn for Vayne as well. 1 kill over to AOL.
Yeah, so
Started now.
they should pick up a Drake for that. Super huge, great trade. Infernal for a Rift plus a kill. I'll take that trade any day of the week. And then also, looks like Zach and Nidalee do get to shove the mid lane in, but neither one of them take towers very well, so... I'm excited to see who takes the first tower. I would assume the Tangelo should be able to take it with the Rift Herald now, but... looks like he's saving it.
Yeah, it's gonna go down on its own. Oh, Spike might face check into Zach here. Doki with the surprise Spike, and now in a 2v1 situation, Doki will land his Q. Malphite in some trouble here. The Zac ultimate will land. Spike has ult and flash available. Going to ult out. The plant. Oh, misclicks. Does not hit the plant. Flash to flash away. Tangelo and Doki on the chase. Spike has the movement speed from his Q, but going to be slowed and blue smited to death. 1 kill going over to Rawr.
Take top. I would love to see them just drop Rift top and just go for that with that big wave, but it looks like they're going to rotate mid now. Okay, so I'd prefer to just get the top and then rotate, but looks like they will go for this mid lane instead. And Allonelane lane not really having the best lane rotations right now. Looks like it's just going to be Sona trying to defend against all these guys. So mid tower will go down. 2 towers for nothing. So gold lead starting to get a little bit going by Rawr, but they're still down a mountain and an Infernal Drake. So
yeah, be some scary late game scaling. Okay, stretching strikes is Zac's Q. Let's balance is his ultimate. Alright, let's get it. Alright, what do you think about that static shift first itemization from Vayne? Static shift was just nerfed this patch. Going to do Canadian champ with the Blood Hunt looking for some aggression in the bot lane. Not gonna find it. Yeah, the static shiv burst was nerfed on minions this patch. Now it barely kills minions at all. What do you think of that first item?
Yeah, I don't really like it just because, I mean, I understand why she did it for the attack speed, for the wave clear. But I feel like you could have just went BF Zeal if you really want to do that. Because you don't really need wave clear right now, just in bot farming. That'd be more of a mid-game thing. And then you have no AD with your crits, so I personally would have probably just went Zeal BF and then maybe completed it if you really want to do that first item. But she does have the BF now. I assume that's going to go into IE. Orianna completes her first item, so she's got that going for her, the Archangel Staff.
Oh, Blue in some trouble. Condemned lands. Going to be stunned against the wall. Rakan misses. Oh, cancels the jump with his own W. Big play, Canadian champ, a little bit mad, coming in with the Bloodhound, going to Infinite Dress onto the Rakan. Crescendo lands, Chain CC will come through. Chadriel now in some trouble, Canadian champ is here, however, Tangelo with the teleport coming in. Canadian champ going to look for the kill on Chadriel, the Ignite will burn him down. However, Tangelo will get the return kill back, and it will be a 2-for-2 for both sides.
Yeah, I think Bluetta just went a little too hard, because they probably said, hey, I'm coming, I'm going to gank you, don't worry, and then Bluetta just, little underestimated the damage output from the bot lane there, but all in all, it is a 2-for-1, and they do make the Tangelo blow his TP. Spike still holds on to his.
Rakan managed to use his grand entrance, ability names, to cancel Tristana's jump. Rocket jump now in the bot lane. Tangelo procs the Rift Herald, looking for some aggression onto this tower. Ziffy and Kid of Fire here to defend. However, Sail's moving down. Pink Ward will spot him out. Ziffy going into walk into some trouble here. Sail misses the spear. Going to look for the jump. Misses the hop over the wall. Malphite's coming down. Has ultimate end. No flash available. Ziffy's in trouble. Ziffy has flash available. Is he going to flash away? Manages to flash Sails. Pounce. Oh, the Q just better out of range. The fear will land onto Sail. Spike has ultimate going to come in. Will he kill? Oh, Sail goes down. Just through some basic abilities. Headache Remedy now in trouble. He has to flash away. Not going to get away. Spike misses ultimate. Not going to land onto anyone. Canadian champ now stuck in the Dark Procession.
Dark Procession!
Zac on the wrong side of the map. Nothing more is going to come of this. In total, a 2-for-0 in favor of AOL.
Yeah, definitely a little bit too hard from Rawr there. I guess maybe they weren't aware of all the rotations coming up. Sail definitely wants to flex his muscles on that Nidalee, who got a big lead. But he went from 2-0-1 to 3-3-1. Definitely not really taking a great advantage of that early lead he got.
Yeah, the gold lead is down to just 800 or 900 now. What do you think of the Zizirot Targan's Brace itemization coming from Doki?
Well, if you've ever seen a Doki game, he always goes TP, and he usually goes second item, Zizirot, to match his minion dematerializer, which he never uses all game.
Oh no, he's gonna be down an item slot because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Sail looking for the steal onto the blue buff, manages to get the oh, that's not a steal. Doki was there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a steal. It's still all one lane's blue.
Yeah, indeed.
Less exciting still.
He stole it from his own jungler. Ooh, in the bot lane, Tangela looking for some split push pressure. What kind of pressure should we look for from the York here? What is he aiming to do?
So, I'm not sure if I like Kid of Fire matching him or if I do like that. I'm not sure because he does have a lot of wave clear, but at the same time, that's gonna be a lot of your damage at this point in the game. So not having him grouped with the team is pretty significant. But
Doki might face check into Canadian champ. The fear is going to land. Blue is doing some damage. Elastic Slingshot completely misses. Doki's going to go down. However, his passive is going to activate. Grand Entrance from Rakan is going to land a knockup. Oh, in the back line, Kid Fire has to flash away. Oh, the ultimate lands onto just Rakan. Zach manages to use his Let's Bounce to get away. Spike ultimate lands onto Vayne. And it becomes a 2-for-0 trade so far for AOL. Spike now in a bit of trouble. Tangelo trying to put some damage down. Not going to find any more sales in the back. Trying to throw some fierce Canadian champ at 100 HP. Sale looking for some pressure. Oh, gonna pass onto the Malphite. Malphite has no magic resist to speak of. Has to flash the spear. Blue Dit's on the hunt. Going to jump, flash forward onto Sale. Boom! Nidalee gets popped by Tristana combo.
yeah, Sale again, just going super hard for no reason. Your whole team's either dead or running away. There's no reason for you to jump in there, try to pick up a kill. Yeah, Rawr's doing very weird rotations here because Nidalee's split pushing. Meanwhile, the York is grouped. That's not how this scheme works. But it looks like the TP will come in. Should be able to save.
Slingshot, not landing.
But the Tangelo does have TP. Well, it'll be up very shortly, so he should be able to go bot, start shoving that, and then Allonelane will have to match him. Because Spike does not have TP, so the only thing he could hope to do if the Tangelo does start to TP is stop it with his ultimate.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the itemization for both teams here. What important power spikes are we hitting for this next objective, Baron?
So right now, Kid of Fire is still super far behind. He does have Seraphs and Brave, so that is very good. He gets the shield, also the AP from that. But Tristana sitting at the Rapid Fire plus IE to Shiru's Static Shiv, and then IE components doesn't have the completed yet. So Tristana's actually doing really good damage right now. Has really good 3 kills, 3 assists, lots of gold in her pocket. Should be able to do lots of DPS. Doki is not very tanky.
Canadian champ on the Blood Hunt completely misses infinite duress. Now he's might be ulted into the enemy team. Oh, Zach, Let's Bounce will land on Kid of Fire and Canadian champ. Doki's in a bit of trouble now. Oh, both Shockwave and Crescendo will land. Doki is gone.
Are they gonna Baron off that? They might Baron off that.
Tangela's in the bot lane. Teleport is available. Let's see if AOL starts the Baron. They have some kind of vision control about Blue Dit and Spike not in position. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Doesn't look like it, no. Looks like Spike's gonna go back.
Oh, Kid of Fire lands this. Yes, Sale lands the spear. The pounce goes through. A power pounce. Kid of Fire has no flash. This guy is gone.
Yeah, and they get a tower for that. Very nice.
Blue Dit coming down in the bot lane. Might rocket jump towards Tangelo. Slow does not land. Tangelo now in a bit of trouble. Big kill. Oh, Unstoppable Force will CC Tangelo. That is a kill for AOL.
Yeah, you could definitely see Tristana regretted that rocket jump in. As soon as Tangelo turned around and half healthed her, she was immediately like, I think I messed up, guys. But luckily, Spike's there with the CC, with the damage to help secure the kill.
Ooh, Sale looking for that spear. Once another pick could bring his team back into the game. Javelin toss, that's the name of that, not a spear. It's a javelin, of course.
Yeah, it's in the Olympics.
Newsflash, Sale Olympic player.
Okay, Doki going bot lane. Not really sure. He should be on the bot side of the map.
Toki looking for some prey to hunt. Blue Dit might walk right into him. Blue Dit versus Doki. 1v1 in the bot lane. Doki with the elastic slingshot. Oh, Blue Dit attacks as the Rawr portal instead. Not going to go for the kill on Doki. Probably doesn't know whether there are any members of Rawr behind him. A mind-boggling positioning from both Blue Dit and Doki.
Yeah, I assume Blue Edit was in the area to take that red buff. Doki slingshotting in like that just to place the ZZ Rot. Woof! Okay. Either way, no one dies, no summoners blown. nothing of value truly lost.
Going to be a 4-man mid lane for AOL Canadian champ. Practice Blood Hunt going to look for an infinite duress on any member of Rawr. Can pop someone instantly. Doki caught out of position. Going to Elastic Slingshot, trying to get the safety. Trying to get a less bounce. Going to bring around 2 members of AOL. However, Sail lands a big spear on the Blooted. It doesn't matter. Spike plus the Crescendo plus the Unstoppable Force will immediately delete 3 members of Rawr. That is a 3-for-0. Going to look for some towers. Tangelo in the top lane. Going to try and split push pressure down some towers. Kid of Fire going to react with the teleport. However, Headache Remedy going to cancel it with his grand entrance in the mid lane. Teleport canceled. Maybe Tangelo can look for something more. Inhibitor tower now in his sights. It's going to be a base race. Kid of Fire roaming down to the top lane, going to look for some defense. However, red inhibitor going to fall in the bot lane way faster than Tangelo can put down. Now it's Orianna versus Tangelo in the top lane. Tower's going to fall, and he's going for the inhibitor. Kid of Fire versus Yorick. Is it going to work? Dark Procession misses. However, the inhibitor is going to go down. Too many minions. Maiden going to be too much for Kid of Fire to defend. That is an inhibitor for an inhibitor trade. Canadian champ with the Bloodhead going to be hunting down a Yorick tonight. Infinite Duress is not up. However, Tangelo fails the flash over the wall. Kid of Fire has Shockwave available. This is a dead Tangelo. Kid of Fire looking for the Shockwave. Going to land the slow instead. Command going to land. Canadian champ going for the hunt. Moves speed is activated. Kid of Fire flashes forward. Not going to want to let this go. The fear will from the Warwick. And what am I watching?
What a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, so all in all, inhib for an inhib. Not the greatest trade for Allonelane, but they do get a bunch of kills for it. So, they do get that extra gold in their pocket. Allonelane sitting at about 3.1k gold lead, plus 2 Infernals, plus a Mountain. That's super huge for them. They are
Spike versus
very,
Doki.
very strong right now.
Doki has to Elastic Slingshot away. Not going to die to Spike anytime soon.
Drake's almost up, and it is a Ocean Drake, so not the best Drake. But I would assume Rawr is going to want to pick this up, but looks like they're going to have to fight for it.
AOL's in position. Canadian champ is in base. However, this is a 4v5 situation. Spike positioning a little bit forward here. Trying to take out some vision. Sail not interested in fighting this at all. Farming the jungle.
Yeah, I don't think Rawr can fight this, honestly. I don't. They're behind in gold. They're behind in the Infernals. Plus, Allonelane have the Wombo combo, CC damage.
Oh, the Javelin Toss lands onto Spike. However, Spike's looking for the Wombo combo. Command Shield land onto the mount. Oh, Zippy's now in a bit of trouble. Dark Procession missing. However, Canadian champ looking for the engage. Going to go for the Maiden instead. Big Javelin Toss lands. Kid of Fire takes him to about 60% HP. Sona might just heal that back up, though, in a couple of seconds. Spike zoning away the members of Rawr. Sail now looking for some sort of poke. Going to be taken at 80%. Oh, Elastic Slingshot going to go to safety for Doki. Tangelo's on the left flank, looking for some kind of purchase against the armor of AOL. Doki now in position as well, but the Ocean Dragon's going to go over without contest. Elastic Slingshot will go into the members of AOL. Now, look, watch Headache Remedy. Big Crescendo into the ultimate from Orianna. Command Shockwave. Now watch Chajiru trying to put out some damage. However, AOL is just too strong. Zach Massive going to be blocked. Chajiru, Vein Spotting! Going to Burn Flash and heal. Not going to get away. Wait, Doki?
Ah, he's dead.
Hello?
No way. No way.
Hello? Hello? Oh, wait! Tangelo actually teleported into the base of AOL! It's an open nexus! Superman's hammering away, but Buddha is on the case, going to be trying to get the kill on Tangelo. Rocket Jump has been reactivated with the reset, going to get the kill. But that is an open nexus for AOL. What an insane teleport from Tangelo.
Yeah, Tangelo definitely...
Look at the base of Doki! Oh no, of Rawr, I should say. Is the tower going to fall? No, the minions spawn just in time. However, the Baron call is going to be put down. Bludit moving towards the Baron.
They should be able to pick this up. They still got 20-some seconds on Tangelo, 10 seconds on Doki. If they run right now, leaving Kid of Fire to wave clear, they should pick up the Baron, which will get that objective off the map.
Canadian champ begins the Baron. It's going to be 4 members of AOL versus Baron. 2 Infernals. 1 Mountain Drake is going to go down in no time. Bludit firing away.
Okay, so that's really bad for Allonelane. Open Nexus against a Yorick. As soon as he has TP, that's going to be a super huge threat. The plus side is the inhib should be respawning soon, so they have that. They also have the Baron buff. still a long ways away for the Elder because there's going to be another Infernal spawning.
No one currently covering the top lane. Super Minion's going to encroach on that open nexus. Doki is looking for the back door, positioning in the top lane as teleport available. Zerat portal placed down. Rest of Rawr back in their base. Doki backs off. Just wants to put a bit of extra pressure. Let's take a look at the items while we have a quick breather. What are the important items to look out for in these next team fights?
So right now, honestly, Chijiro does have the Lord Dominic's Regard, but the problem isn't that she's not putting out damage because her autos don't do anything. The problem is she dies within about 3 seconds because she continuously gets hit by the Warwick, by the Malphite ults, and then just proceeds to get insta-burst. So I would like to see a QSS, maybe try to help her escape the CC train once it starts, as opposed to going for more damage. Malphite's super tanky, looking very good. Warwick, super tanky also. And then the double ZZ Rot from Rawr, looking for that lane pressure, plus the open inhib. So they're going to have a ton of lane pressure. I mean, Allonelane took the Baron, but they can't even really do anything with it because they have to try to reestablish vision, wait for their inhib to respawn, which it has. And now the Tangela looks like he's just going to go back to split pushing top.
So AOL has the advantage in nearly every aspect. Oh, the Bloodhound! Bloodhound comes down. Canadian champ looking for the kill. The pick on the Tangelo. Infinite Direct will land. Dark Procession does not land on the Canadian champ. Going to be canceled by Canadian champ's Q. Completed jumps forward. Going to be a pick on the Tangelo. That's a 50-second death timer in the mid lane. There's 4 members of Rawr grouping up, looking for some pressure in the mid lane. How is AOL going to respond to this?
That's super huge. That should be at least 1 tower. I think they have enough wave clear with
Elastic
the
Sling shot will miss. Spike now in a bad position. Going to land Javelin toss. Great entrance. Big ultimate coming in from Oriana. Big crescendo as well. But there's only 3 members. Again goes down instantly. Now Sales the next target. Spike going to hammer down at her. Headache remedy in the back. 25% HP. Doki now desperately looking for the back door. Trying to find his way towards the inhibitors. Zerat portal placed down. It's going to be another base race. The inhibitor now going to be whacked down by the Zerat portal. Now 75% HP. Warwick has taken down Headache Remedy with his Blood Hunt. Now it's going to be Ziffy and Budit versus Doki trying to kill the Zerat portal before they can do any more damage. Doki goes down. No passive available. Now the towers of Rawr are falling. Canadian champion Spike going for the mid inhibitor turret. Going to try and take down the inhibitor next. Oh, Kid of Fire and Oriana whacking down the top as well. Is this the end for Rawr?
They should be able to stop this, but they're definitely going to lose 2 towers for sure. I would like to see Kid rotate mid to get that tower, or the inhib, because I don't know if they're going to be able to get that when Chijiro respawns. Oh, they will. Okay, never mind. I lied.
You're doing some damage to Spike. The 3 true damage procs will land onto Spike, going to do a lot of damage. Going to be taking a 40% HP. However, the infinite direct will land instantly on Champion. Falls again. Big spotting. Blue jumps forward. Is the Grand Entry going to land? Grand Entry completely missed. There's no dark. Oh, a big shockwave lands into the unstoppable force. York goes down next, and Canadian champ full HP. This is probably the end. Doki and Sail against 4 members of AOL with Ziffy following behind in the mid lane.
It's over. It's over. Stop it. They're already dead. Chijiro. Where is the QSS? Where? You get CC'd every
the Spirit
fight.
lands on the Kid of Fire, but Sail, you are no longer strong, my friend. Kid of Fire shields through the entire damage. Crescendo does not land onto the Zac passive, but he will go down anyway. And now the next target is the Nexus, and it will fall 1-0 for AOL versus Rawr.
Oof. Where's the QSS? Please. Please. Unlucky.
Oh, my voice.
Unlucky. QSS is pretty good at stopping CC, I heard. Pass it to a friend.
Pass it to a friend. I mean, chat.
If you don't forward this email to 3 friends or more, be CC locked about Allonelane.
Just some friendly advice. Apparently, QSS does not stop Warwick's suppression.
It does.
According to what I just saw in chat, that was his opinion
Cleanse
on that
doesn't,
matter.
but QSS does.
Correct.
Interesting. Okay, well, I guess...
Same thing with Malzahar ult.
Yep.
Very interesting. Okay, then. Good to know.
Don't ever question my color casting again.
I just spit out my water. I just spit out my. Now my desk is wet. You gotta pay for this now.
The Dark Procession!
Dark Procession! I hope they pick Yorick again. I really do. That's
Alright,
How do we remember that name? We have to make it into a meme because it's just so utterly forgettable.
Yeah.
well, it's so forgettable
The
that
meme of the
I don't
week.
think anybody's ever going to play Yorick after that match.
He almost won.
I know, it was really close. Just a couple more damages is all he needed. I think if he just had maybe a couple item changes, he might have been able to damage the towers even faster, and then maybe he would have been able to have got the Nexus low enough for Doki to just do one last surprise TP play. Oh well.
All right, before we get into the next game, we should probably talk about the numbers a little bit quickly here.
That we should.
for sure.
I'll leave you guys to it.
So, yeah, get out of here. These damage charts blew at it with the fat DPS this game. But, I mean, honestly, all one lane, they all had very good damage. They all had very high damage when you look at Rawr's damage. Rawr had absolutely no damage dealt. I feel like someone didn't tell them that there was another team that you're supposed to hit. Just very low damage. All in all, like I said, Jajir just did not do a lot of damage on the Vayne. I honestly, truly feel like either a longer range champion or someone with an escape like an Ezreal, like a Caitlyn in those fights could have made a world of difference.
Caitlyn could have made a world of difference, absolutely.
Yes. Helping wave clear, helping take towers, and then also just helping, even stomp lane a little bit more. Because Jajir did very well in lane. They had the CS lead, a very slight CS lead, but a CS lead nonetheless. And that's a Vayne versus Tristana. Not really one-sided for Vayne, but you put in a Caitlyn in that. Caitlyn is very one-sided against Tristana in the early game. That should balloon into a very big CS lead, and then hopefully you can carry that into the mid game. But instead they picked the Vayne, they went for the scaling, and then Jajir just got hit by 3 CCs every team fight.
It was interesting, though. Vayne actually managed to get himself a CS lead. You saw that. That was really strange. Definitely shouldn't happen like that when you have 2 range versus ranged melee, but, misplays happen. It's all right.
Yeah, Jajir was farming very well. I'll give it to that. I will say Ziffy, it seemed like was putting out a lot of DPS on Jajir. But it just seemed like it wasn't enough to shove her out of lane. It was just enough to be annoying and maybe cause a few miss. So I would like Blue Edit to maybe help with the trading a little more next time, because it didn't really seem like he was trading with Vayne too much. He was more focused on CS, letting Sona trade. But if they would have both trade, I feel like you could push the Vayne out, get that CS lead.
Absolutely. And you even mentioned it. There's a couple of times where they could have just all in the Vayne.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes, but I mean, not to call out Blue Edit and Zippy, because I feel like that happens a lot in this league, where teams don't want to go for the all-in. They're just kind of like, you know what? Let's just farm and just not do all-ins. Like you gotta win lane to win game.
Yeah, that's right.
All right,
on to the vision. How are we doing with the vision?
Yeah, let's peep this. I gotta. Oh. Okay, here we go. So Vision. Okay, well, I don't know. This is Army's favorite thing to talk about, not mine. But I will say Ziffy, very good Vision score.
Shade.
That's just everybody's got their fetish, man. His awards. I don't judge. So 114 Vision score by Sona, by the Ziffy, very good. I will give all one lane props. Every single person bought 2 or more control wards. Thank you, all one lane. 75 gold is not that much. Pink wards are good. Buy a pink ward. It tilts me to no end when I look at control wards and see 0. That is honestly the only thing I will ever get tilted about as far as warding goes.
He solo killed the Orianna. Obviously, it's his team's fault.
Yeah,
he lost that game. What do you mean?
Sale, man. You got first blood. You got second blood. You got an assist on third blood. Spend 75 gold, my dude. Buy a pink ward. Throw it. Just throw. If you don't want to waste it and buy another one, throw it in your own jungle. Just help me help you, my dude. That tilts me. At least I always buy at least 1 pink ward every game. You gotta help your team. Pink wards save lives. But all in all, I think all one lane looked very clean. Couple missteps, I'll admit. By definitely not a stomp, a one-sided stomp. But Allonelane overall, I thought played very clean. Canadian champ looked super hot fire once again.
Hell yeah, super hot fire. Definitely
Bot
gotta
lane
give a
looked
shout out
pretty
to the
good.
boy.
Spike did. Spike definitely got helped along in lane by the DC there, but that was only one quick DC that definitely was not a game changer. He definitely had to take that lead, push it, do well. The only thing I would say is Kid of Fire did not look very good on the Orianna, but out of lane, once they got into the team fight stage, he had very good shockwaves, very good command protects. So, what up? That's all.
That definitely wasn't awkward. We'll be right back, folks. Get ready. There is more matches to be had. Can Allonelane get a 2-0 here and really put themselves very good into the playoff opportunity, perhaps even inside the playoff range, as it seems like 15 seems to be the magical number with 3 points from the 12 they've got. They'll get to that special number. But Rawr, they want to stay in the game. They want to stay in the playoff opportunity, and they've got a good chance just as well. Forcing a 1-for-1 may be exactly what they need. But you see the timer on the bottom right. You will see a match soon enough. Be right back, folks. Won't be long. Thanks for the 5-bit Dark Procession, Lisate Mud.
That carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the way. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. words that you say. The voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the way. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Oh. Shining through the dark, past 1,000 stars, we have come this far. Who we are is just a dream.
Great. Real nice. Hey, play Gucci Gang while we wait.
Gucci gang.
I don't even know what the
That's it.
bad words are.
Lil Pump.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Gucci gang. Oh. Yeah. Big head on the Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on new chain. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some more games for you here. Dota has dropped some authority on his musical choice, so enjoy the Gucci Gang as we get right into the match here. Rawr and Allonelane switching sides, bands coming in as well. You know, there is one thing specifically that we never really got to talk about was last game, Rawr band had a I don't know if they had their top laner be a E-sub, right? So that means that they would lose one ban for that right off the top, correct? Yes.
I touched on that. So we see the Talon ban again. Commented on that earlier. Sale definitely knows how to hard carry on that. So I like the ban. And get a fire. It's all he played. Pretty good at it. Warwick ban. I can see why, because Canadian Chip popped off last game. The man was a beast. He was definitely out for blood. Found it quite a bit. All in all, good stuff. The Vlad, I believe he double checked my notes, but I'm pretty sure he's played that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. So champions
makes sense. I'm not a huge fan.
Ooh. Sound a bit laggy there, Dota. I don't think I heard you correctly there. Could you repeat that last sentence?
Oh no. Vlad, I hate him. Basically, Galileo ban again. Target the Kid of Fire. Paid off very well last time. Midlane got very far ahead. Camille. I assume that'd be a top Camille ban, as opposed because I don't believe Doki plays Camille jungle, which I've been seeing gaining a lot of steam lately as Camille jungle. I like the Xayah first pick. Talked about that earlier. How she has a good escape. She has a pretty good laning phase. Pretty good late game carry. All round solid ADC. Misfortune. Okay, so I'm assuming that's Hero of Termina. I've seen him play that quite a bit. But it could be a support MF. So we'll have to see. They could be flexing that a little bit. Not a huge fan of MF support though.
Yeah, I was going to mention. I think they're in a very similar category. I think Malphite support and Misfortune support in the sense of like what their practical use is. Misfortune, of course, using better AoE than Malphite could. But essentially, it's I walk up, I press an ability, I walk away. I walk up, I press an ability, I walk away. And I do not think, in all fairness, that would be the best type of situation just for the sake of the poke. Speaking of this, Doki will be able to have his Scion in the jungle here. And I'm kind of curious to why Allonelane let that go, as they were more concerned about trying to make sure that Feel My Rawr and Sail are as far away from their favored champions as possible. Still.
Yeah, so Doki with the Scion. I mean, he does alright with the Scion. Ooh, the Casadinho. Casa win. Pickup. Okay. Alright.
Good way to get right on top of that Misfortune. That's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, Casadin's usually doesn't really have a solid lane phase, so you usually save him. Pick him after you know what the mid lane matchup is going to be. Apparently, Sale just said, screw it. I'm confident on the pick. Give me the pick. We need someone who can carry, as opposed to the Nidalee, which, while he did very well in lane, the Nidalee fell pretty flat out of lane.
Well, if you're going to answer with a champion that has a flash, you might as well get a champion who's got a dash. Ahri was selected, and this is going to be a pretty interesting one, as Kassadin will basically be throwing himself right into Ahri, and Ahri will be throwing herself right into Kassadin. With a little bit of love on the side, it's definitely going to be that in-your-face type of relationship that is going to happen in this very intimate mid-laning matchup.
Rakan ban. Okay, I can definitely see that. Cut down the CC. Okay, Malphite. I do think Spike played that Malphite very well. Is it ban-worthy?
It's the lockdown. It's definitely the lockdown. They do not want Xayah to be like without an ultimate and the Malphite to just walk in and bam, knock them right into the air, because that's something that completely crippled their chances last time. And Jajiro absolutely will not want to get tilted a second time. So getting rid of that champion seemed to be the.
If there was only an item that Rito made that could, get you out of CC.
I know, right?
I don't know what they would. But if they could make something like that, that could, just get rid of CC for you as an ADC.
The thing is, even if they brought that item, like, it's probably not designed. It probably wouldn't be designed for ADCs in any way.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be like designed for like just tanks. That kind of thing. Which is why it just doesn't exist, because it's just such a valueless item in that regard. Maokai J4 combo. I like the idea.
So instead of picking Malphite, who presses R and hits a bunch of people, knocks them up, they pick someone who presses R and locks down a lot of people to the ground. Okay.
Ooh, a
the
Darius.
Okay, going for the win lane, win game strat. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why they switched out Tangelo this game. I thought he did very well last game. I thought he was definitely not the reason Rawr lost.
Oh, I agree with you, but maybe it could be because they just did not. They couldn't really, have him around. Maybe he had to go. It is kind of late in the night. I do know that Rawr happens to have a certain squad that is on the younger half of high school ages. Apparently, there are some members on his team that are like in the
It's Friday.
middle school to
Middle school.
Yeah, maybe even in the preschool to 12K type of school program. Regardless, you are correct. It is the weekend, but still, they might have their own sleep schedules despite that. So maybe that happened to be like someone's got to go to that Saturday detention type of deal that happens in high school, or maybe someone's gonna get grounded. Who knows? Regardless, they had to switch out, and Leona was the last option.
Triple TP for the Rawr squad.
Mm-hmm. I'm not shocked about this at all. Yeah, not shocked about this. They essentially wanted to go with okay, we can't beat you. We couldn't fight you. We're going to lose every fight. But if we can convince you to not go for your own base. And it almost worked. Came down just a little bit short, and the damage just was not there in time. And at this point, they've got 3 of them, so maybe they might be able to get something fancy going on here.
Honestly, last game, I think Rawr threw that game from Champ Select. If they would have picked good champs, they could have won that game. They did not get really outplayed mechanically, out-rotated. Not really, I wouldn't say. Maybe here and there.
There was the Nexus exposure that nearly could have been the biggest part of the game, but they could not get Zach. Zach just couldn't be in his position to lock everybody down to just give Yorick some more time. Definitely.
If they could have picked an ADC, they could have got more than 4 autos off before she was instantly destroyed. They probably would have had a chance, or if they could have picked a mid laner who didn't 100 completely % rely on landing a Q and then jumping in. I just if they could have picked honestly anything besides Italy mid. He played very well in lane, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Very, very well in lane.
It caught Kitafire off guard, definitely. Kitafire was 100% not realizing that was a Nidalee on the other side and that could get the level 3 burst kill. It just didn't register. And then when it happened, he was kind of flabbergasted, and it kind of started that tilt spree. I think that's exactly what Sale was planning on. Okay, you're really talented as a mid-laning opponent. If I can get you on an off game, get you on a bad mindset, as the captain of the team, maybe all one lane starts to crumble a little bit.
That's terrible.
He
won the lane till 6 and then did nothing with the lead. You have a 30 farm lead, a 2.5 kill lead, and then you kind of just hang around mid farming. You gotta be proactive. You gotta roam bot, gotta roam top, gotta invade the jungle. Do something.
And every single situation where Nidalee looked like it was going to be some big play and turnaround here, it seemed like every decision just never led to the roaming opportunity that he was looking at. And in the end, I believe you're correct. It doesn't seem like there was an opportunity whatsoever for Nidalee to make any roams. And it essentially was a one-sided affair where every team fight was definitely in the hands of Allonelane. This time, though, we're definitely looking at a much different type of strategy from Doki, as Sion being the champion that is selected. A little bit better for Doki's type of strategy. Definitely more fitting to the split pushing that he wants to go for. Definitely more fitting to hitting these notes, making sure everything's in the right position in play, and trying his best to get as much farm out of his oppressive pressure that he wants to get, and it's gonna come in handy. But I think Doki still is in the same mindset as last game, so I don't know what he's going to confirm for the Rawr match.
Yeah, I do like their team comp a lot more this game.
Oh, yeah,
100% give that to them. I feel like this team comp, I'm like, okay, I could see this winning. Last team comp, I could not really see winning except for a catastrophe of gigantic proportions, which almost happened with that back door, but it didn't. And Rawr find themselves sad outside of school because Dad didn't come see their music.
hitting some personal notes, Soda, or does that happen to you? Or
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Drax is here to replace me. So see you guys at the end, most likely just to say goodbye. Probably not going to do the match history part. Probably shouldn't have done it last time. Exxon's probably going to already yell at me already. Sticking around too long. I do like the Gun Goddess Misfortune skin. Peace out.
It's good to be back. Everyone can hear me, right? All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm ready. Very upset they picked Darius this game, not York, but we will live on.
Darius. Gonna be very scary with the Conqueror.
Yeah, definitely. That new Keystone. Pretty good, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing about Darius is one of the reasons why he was good with Grasp is because once he autos a minion once, his bleed keeps him in combat. So he can have Conqueror up without pushing the wave as hard as other champions have to in order to keep it up, because that bleed will constantly tick, keeping that Conqueror active. So we'll see how he utilizes that. It's gonna be exciting for sure. Yeah, it is broken. I got the 10 wiki windows open with the champion.
Oh, buddy, I am ready.
Oh boy.
What's our new battle cry for this game? We'll find out.
Honestly, considering Darius is probably going to be the star of the match, it's got to be Noxian Guillotine.
Okay. All right, you talked me into it.
Noxian Guillotine. We got to shout it out every time he uses it. No dunk, just Noxian Guillotine.
Yes, I'm in.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Doki
Let's
does
go.
not have minion dematerializer this game.
Oh, he's trying a bit harder.
Wow. Color me surprised. Oh, definitely going with the level 1 bush strats. I like it. Might be able to get a free pick on sale here, especially because they do have quite a bit of CC with
Yeah,
the
a little bit
Leona
different from
Q.
last time.
Nami can start E if she really wants to seal the deal on this. Doesn't look like Rawr is going to venture into it, but I do like the bot lane for Rawr. The Nami, the Zyra and Zaya bot lane. A lot of CC, pretty good damage. I think once level 6 hit, though, we should see the MF Leona just press R and completely and utterly destroy Zyra.
Absolutely, yeah. Similar to the MF Ash combo before, where Ash would ultimate and FF would go boom, 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 bullet time. That's a dead Zyra.
Both junglers starting on the boss side. Pretty normal stuff. Looks like both top laners are just going to be straight in lane. No little gimmicks here. No hiding in the bush to make them think they started top side. Okay, so Kid of Fire definitely has a champion he's a little more comfortable on. He's played the Ahri quite a bit, so I'm hoping this game isn't... oh, that's the new skin from Hero Termina. Wow. Oh my god, please! End me.
Oh, instantly ready, though.
Huh, okay. Somebody just... somebody got trolled, I guess. Okay, well, either way.
Oh, baby. Ahri actually missed 4 CS in the first wave. Only at 2 CS now. 2 minutes. No.
Okay, well, never mind that champ he's good on.
A little bit of shade.
I take it back.
Pretty standard clear path going for both junglers, though. Buff, Wolves, buff. Not gonna be too
Nice
big of a
cues from
difference.
Hero Termina. Honestly, I truly love playing MF, and I'm very sad that she's not super meta anymore. I love bouncing those Qs and doing tons of damage on people. Feels so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Sail with a bit of aggression. Mid lane,
Like
Kid
that.
Fire taking 80% HP. Oh my gosh. Hero beasting it now. What are we looking for from these early game junglers?
I would really like to see Jarvan gank top. Darius is
look,
very strong.
Speak of the devil.
Looks like he's
3-man
gonna have
top
help.
lane. Coming from AOL, will this be what they need to get ahead in this game? Feel my Rawr, now against 3 members of AOL, Ari and Jarvan moving forward. Spike looking for some CC, going to root him, the flash comes through. Oh no, but the Q knocks back Darius, going to miss the EQ on Jarvan, but
Very
the
nice.
charm goes through by Kid of Fire. Ignite will secure the kill. 1-0 in favor of AOL.
What happened mid lane? Did Sale not say MIA? I feel like Darius was not prepared at all for a gank slash roam. Like, he completely had no wards, just playing up in lane, autoing Maokai like it's all good in the world.
In the mid lane, wave crashes onto the tower. Kid of Fire's miss about 4 CS, 19-7 now. Going to be a little bit behind, but will catch most of the XP. Wow, what a roam from AOL.
Yeah, that's super good, honestly. Like I said, I would like to see the Darius get shut down early, try to get Maokai going, get him into that super tanky tree mode. Kid of Fire does burn Ignite for it, but all in all, Ignite for a first blood, I'll take that trade any day of the week.
Oh, Jarvan looks for a gank in the mid lane. EQ, Sale has to flash it. Where's the directed camera looking?
Unlucky.
We're watching bot lane as Jarvan forces a flash out of Sale, going to equalize the CS difference by a little bit. Sale still in the lead by quite a bit, however. Oh my gosh, directed camera.
Riot knows what the most important lane is.
Rigged, scripted.
Yeah. Okay, so bot lane, a pretty good CS by MF here, considering that absolutely no ganks. It's literally just a 2v2 lane. Zyra should be putting out a lot of damage on this MF Leona with her plants, but so far Headache Remedy is not doing so well at that.
Do keep in mind that one of the reasons why MF was played as support against Zyra is because MF's passive allows her to two-shot Zyra's plants. Could have fired a bit of trouble. The mid lane, Sale take him to about 40% HP. No teleport available for the Ari, even though he's 1-0. He's really suffering in this lane.
The bounce.
See if Sale can once again get that solo lead that he got from the first game. Oh, the Q lands. I'm gonna call it Q for a long time, so let's go see what it's actually called. Null Sphere.
Null Sphere, of course. Makes sense.
Oh, Sale.
Null Sphere!
Oh, no Sphere! The charm will land! Kid of Fire taking very low. Sale has no flash, however, not going to be able to put any kill pressure on a Kid of Fire. Going to force him to back, though, making the CS lead even bigger.
Yeah, Sale's doing work in this mid lane, 100% in the 1v1. The problem last game was out of lane, he just kinda didn't really do anything. Which, if you're new to League of Legends is a team game, and it does matter.
I don't know, man. I've been playing this game for 5 years. I'm fairly certain it's a 1v9 game.
1v9! Yes, yes.
Well, the top lane, Darius starting to pressure the Maokai as the matchup is supposed to go. 16 CS ahead, has no flash or teleport available, though, to the summoner differential of Spike. What are we looking for from Doki or Canadian to try and turn this game to their team's favor?
Well, I'm fairly certain Doki's not going to gank to level 6, so go ahead, drop that right now. He ain't going to gank. But Canadian champ, I do think will continue ganking, and I would like to see him keep ganking. The J4, the flag and drag, is just too good, honestly. I think Doki, what he generally does on Sion is wait till level 6 and then try to gank bot. Just ult in. Which they do have quite a bit of CC once bot lane hits 6 also, and they could easily get a pick here on the MF. But the problem is...
Oh, Cassidy's level 6. The poke is going to start coming out for real now. Not going to actually look for the full trade, though.
The problem is, bot lane's looking really good right now. Good CS lead, up 20 CS for Hero of Termina. He's looking good on the Misfortune. Must be the new skin.
Yeah, pay to win. Oh, he hashed the ultimate forward. Kid of Fire lands the full combo, but it's going to be chunked down to 20% HP. Has 2 pots to burn. Cassidy starting to come through in this magic damage matchup. Going to shout Nolan Void Hero Termina lands the damage onto Chajiru. Sushi looking for some follow-up. Not going to get it.
Yeah, Sale is just doing disgusting amounts of damage with that Cassidy. He also has the Dark Seal. So he's looking to get this snowballed. No wards bot lane either from Allonelane. So they're playing a little bit. Oh wait, they actually have a one in the tri-bush. I lied. Sorry,
Oh, the
but they
charm
have none
misses
in
in
the
the mid
river.
lane. Sale gonna look for some trades here. The Force Pulse going to land along with the Null Sphere, going to take Kid of Fire down to about 45% HP. Kid of Fire is suffering on this Ahri.
Yeah,
This is one of those
definitely.
cases, yeah.
But the good news is bot lane is making up for the CS differential. They are up 30 CS while Kid of Fire is down 30 CS. So as long as he doesn't start inting,
Oh, Sale now taking down to 30% HP.
Kid
Kid of Fire using the Rage of the Charm to land that as well. Kid of Fire with the Smear Dash forward. Going to solo kill. Casting, however, Doki with the ultimate down to the bottom.
hello?
Has Flash and heal available. Sushi now in a bit of trouble. Going to be taken down to about 60% HP. And now has to flash out. The heal will not be enough to save her. The Xayah ult will go to take her down. Will going. English is hard. Oh, Spike with the teleport going to come in. When a dash, however, the response TP going to come in from the Darius. However, it is canceled. Spike now looking for some revenge onto Rawr. Might flash forward onto Doki here. Going to look for it. Not going to find it. Sushi actually misplayed that quite heavily. Could have killed the Scion, but didn't react quite fast enough to Scion's mad dash into the bot lane tower.
Yeah, I wish they would have just turned on the Scion and get the kill as opposed to go for the Xayah, who can just easily dodge a lot of the MF damage. But they do burn every single summoner from the bot lane. Meanwhile, Zushi does have his Ignite still, and Hero of Tournament has Flash. So they could potentially come back and then 2v2 the lane.
Absolutely. Summoner advantage going to be huge. Sale has pushed in the mid lane, though, going to be sitting at that 25 CS advantage. What kind of item spikes are we looking for with that CS advantage?
Top lane, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure. I know once he hits Black Cleaver, Darius is gonna be really big, but I'm not sure about
Well, the Riftfall forward, Kid of Fire misses the charm. Null Sphere going to land. Kid of Fire taking to 60% HP. That is a rough matchup.
Yeah, that's Sale, like I said, is just being a monster on this. But that Q right there, I was about to touch on it. So rated Dirk for Misfortune is huge, given with the 10% cooldown from reduction from the Caulfield Hammer, that she's going to be having those Qs up every few seconds, and they're going to do massive amounts of damage, especially considering Jiru and Remedy, neither one have any armor. They're both very squishy. So 1 or 2 Qs, I could easily see Leona, who has ult still, pressing R, and they just go hard in the paint.
Oh, in the jungle, Canadian champ going to be fighting the Scion here. Canadian champ seems not to see him. Sale going to respond. However, Spike is here for the low. The charm will land onto the Scion. Doki has no flash. Sale Rift walks forward, lands the pulse, but is not going to find anyone.
Solid
1 for
Demacia
0.
from J4.
Bullet time is now up for AOL's bot lane. Might see a solar flare come down. No flash on either Chaju or Headache Remedy, but instead the Infernal Drake call is going to go down.
So good pickup on this Infernal Drake. I'm not sure if I like Hero staying bot lane by himself.
Has flash though. He's good.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. But free Infernal Drake.
Oh,
which is gonna
Sale
do
smells a
wonders
little
for
bit
them.
of something, but not going to find it fast enough. Canadian champ now pathing towards the bot lane, going to walk over a ward. EQing in, actually. All right, just putting a little pressure. Just putting a little pressure.
I'm just playing, y'all. Just gonna EQ in this random bush. We'll pick up the pink ward. Okay, so good job. Get some deep wards in there. Bot lane's gonna have to play super safe. Doki back bot lane again. Does he have ult up? Yes, he does. So he could easily ult into this bot lane once again.
Actually, we missed it. Feel my Rawr on Darius took first tower blood in the top lane. Going to put him quite ahead in gold. 99 CS in 12 minutes. With that first tower blood, he's going to finish Black Cleaver really early here.
He's sitting at 1200 gold lead on the Maokai. That's very, very big. Man, both junglers just camping bot lane.
Doki not going to land the smash on the Canadian champ. Maokai feeling a bit of pressure now in the top lane.
Yeah, this is a really rough lane for Spike. Feel really bad for him, but basically you just gotta stay alive, get tanky. Then once team fights come, you just don't die. So that's the plan. He's trying to grow up to be a big Groot. Right now he's just baby Groot.
Baby Groot.
Oh, looks like Allonelane or Kid of Fire's coming back top, but Darius will just recall. Never mind. That's feels bad, man. So I would like Misfortune to back. She has a bunch of gold, 1400. Back, get a, I would assume Yomu's Ghost Blade. And then come to lane and just, again, her Qs are going to be doing monster damage, but I really want Zushi to go in. You guys have ult, you have Ignite, now you have heal on hero again. Go in and just destroy this bot lane. I feel like
Absolutely.
they're
Their
very
bot lane
scared.
has no flash, but I think they're scared of the Doki retribution with that unstoppable onslaught coming down the lane like a train.
Sail.
Looks like the... Oh, Rift Walk forward, going to land. The Force Pulse, taking Kid of Fire to 50% HP. Not going to find any more than that. Pretty
These
easy
trades.
game.
Just ripping into Kid of Fire's health bar.
No health pots available.
Come on, Zushi.
All flashes are coming up. For Rawr's bot lane, I think their window has closed.
Yeah, just they had a huge summoner advantage, plus the all-in potential, and just kind of let it go to waste. I mean, they do again have a good farm lead. They're up 50 farm at 13 minutes, which is monstrous. But you know what's even better than a CS lead? A CS lead plus a double kill.
Too late now, though. Headache Remedy has flash available, and Charger, of course, has her Feather Storm as well.
This game's being a lot slower than last game. I feel like last game by now we already had 3 Clown Fiestas.
3,000 Clown Fiestas.
3,000. But Sail.
So Rift Walk forwards once again. Kid of Fire taking to 40% HP just with the Force Pulse. Casting Z, of course, doing so much damage.
I feel like
120
Kid of
CS.
Fire's gonna have to get some MR, honestly.
Oh, the Rift
The
Walk
tower
forward
dive.
gonna miss the Force Pulse. However, Kid of Fire with the Spear Dash gonna flash over the wall. Oh no, he's feeling bad about that one. That was a solo kill.
Yeah, I don't know.
Overview
Ooh.
my Rawr looking for the tower dive. Kid of Fire gonna Spear Dash forward. Charm lands as well. Canadian Champ has ult available. Is he gonna use it? Maokai and Scion roaming up. Riftwalk is available. Scion with the unstoppable onslaught. Going to land the flash pull. Missing completely from Darius with the Jarvan Cataclysm going to land instead. The Charm will land on Doki as well. What a massive misplay for Rawr. The Riftwalk gonna come forward. And no Spear not gonna be enough to take down Kid of Fire. The passive from Doki gonna take down, of course, Kid of Fire, and he's looking for more, but Canadian Champ not gonna fall to the same trap that Kid of Fire did. 3-1-3, 3-for-1 trade for AOL. Could have been a 3-for-0, but he forgot about the Rawr.
What? Alright, should be a Rift Herald coming up for Allonelane here. So yeah, 100% that was a great job by Kid of Fire to kite that out. He went a little too hard in the paint there at the very end, but all in all, great job. Allonelane went in. They saw that they weren't sure they were going to win the fight. They backed up. They chunked them some more. Then they re-engaged
The
the fight.
teleport comes in from Doki, looking to
Doki.
steal the Rift Herald. I want to feel my Rawr is here as well. The Rift Herald will be secured by Spike. Now Jarvan going to have to
is
flash
dead.
over the wall. Spike is gone. 1-for-0 traded for the Rift Herald. Do you think that's worth it?
I think so, yeah. I think so. For the Rift, yeah.
In the bot lane, a little bit of aggression coming down. The root not going to land.
That Q. Half health Zyra. 1 Q. I think they can dive this, honestly, with as low as the Rawr bot lane is right now. I honestly think they can dive this. Leon is super tanky, does a great job tanking towers.
Oh, Scion
nice
and
dodge.
Doki
Okay.
fighting Kid of Fire, forcing out the Spirit Dash. Not going to find anything. Hero poking down the enemy bot lane, trying to get more than just a CS advantage. Jarvan roaming down towards the bot side. We're going to see some action. Doki and Feel My Rawr in the top side jungle. Not going to find their mark. Looks like the action has died down for now.
Oh, it's about to kick back up. They're 100% going to gank this. I think they should just honestly shove hard and dive. Either dive or force them off the tower. Because there's no way that the Rawr bot lane can stand against the Leona, MF, and J4 tower diving. There's no way. You'll get insta-bursted.
Oh, the slow lands on the Charger and Headache Remedy instantly goes down. Canadian Champ has Cataclysm available. No flash. Not going to be able to catch up to Charger. However, Hero has to flash away, taking tower aggro. Going to have to burn flash and heal to survive. A 1-for-0 in favor of AOL. A bit of a botched attempt there. Kind of forced, but not going to go badly. Luckily, Canadian Champ and Sushi going to try to pressure down this tower. However, Female Rawr teleporting into the bot lane. Going to stop that tower from falling. In the top lane, Spike, of course, going to push down the tower. Not going to be able to do a lot of... However, Rift Herald's pop might look for an extra tower in the top lane. Kid of Fire now 2v1 against Doki and Sail in the mid lane. Hopefully this Reptile is enough damage to actually deal with this tower. No one from Rawr responding. It's going to be a big fight. Doki with the unstoppable onslaught near the Dragon Pit. Going to land on no one. Canadian champion Sushi dodging away. Can fire Canadian and Sushi. Now 4 members of AOL going to circle around this Cloud Dragon. Have a numerical advantage for now. However, the bot lane of Rawr is moving up. Not actually going to move up. Canceling their positioning. Going towards the top side instead. Could be a Cloud Dragon.
Yeah, it's also looking really good as far as the item spikes go. Xayah sitting right now, tier 2 boots, and Essence Reaver. Meanwhile, MF is sitting on the Youmu's, plus another serrated Dark Clawfell Hammer, which I would assume is going to be turned into a Dustblade. So really solid. MF is going to be doing massive... Oh!
Spike 1v2 in the top lane. Maokai going to try and take Sujiro low. No Featherstorm available or Flash. Spike may very well might get this. However, Cass is moving up for the Riftwalk. Sujiro going to take into 1 HP. Going to get it down. The Spike 1v2 in the bot lane. Fuel by Rawr going to pull Apprehend into Canadian champion to the tower. Hidden Fire is here. Spirit Dash available. Going to be a 2v3 situation. Leona moving up to the top side. Going to be a 2v2 in there as well. Now Doki in a bit of trouble, going to land the Decimating Smash on a Kid of Fire, going to miss the out of the charm, or going to miss as well. Not going to be any more action for now.
Yeah, Spike, I cannot believe he did that. 2v1 says, I'm going to go in, pick up some kills, and does just that. I mean, that just shows right now how weak the bot lane for Rawr is right now.
Look at the Dragon, Cloud Dragon, Canadian champ taking the 40% HP from Rawr, and Doki in position, Unstoppable Onslaught is not available, still gonna Riftwalk in, Hidden on Fire has forced the Spirit Dash out, now it is casted in versus Hero 1v1, Hero's gonna take him down in the 1v1, didn't have to burn any summoners either, Canadian champ now stealing the enemy's red buff, going to be a 1-for-0 trade with the Dragon as well, now Doki's gonna go climb down towards red buff, not realizing it's going down, stolen behind his back, going to be a favorable trade for all one lane.
Yeah, Hero there just played that very well, kiting it out, just continuously orb walking, putting out the DPS.
Get a fire in the mid lane. Apprehend is going to land onto the Ari. Spirit Dash is not available. However, Flash is. Sushi is here to save the day. Feel my Rawr going to decimating. No, Noxian Guillotine. There we go.
Noxian Guillotine
on the Kid of Fire, deciding not to flash Sushi. Not going to save him in time. Underestimating the damage on that Darius. Going to be a kill over to that Darius.
Yeah, so, Kid of Fire, a little bit of a misstep there. Good job on Feel My Rawr, though, capitalizing on that, getting a little gold in his pocket. I don't know if that's going to be enough to turn the tide of this game, but it is a good start for them, for sure. So, MF sitting on 2 solid lethality items, Xayah sitting on the 1, and then top lane, not sure what... I guess he's going for a Spirit Visage, I'm assuming Darius is going to go for.
Yep,
okay.
definitely looks like it.
Makes sense.
Maybe a Dead Man's Plate, though.
Yeah, I saw the Spectre's Cow, though, so I'm kind of...
I think he's just sitting on it to survive the Maokai damage, yeah.
But yeah, right now I think you really need to get some
looking for some damage. Spirit Dash with the charm does not land. Forces out the Featherstorm though. Chajiro, no ultimate, no flash. Going to be in a bit of trouble in the next fight for sure. Spirit Dash going to come forward from Ari. Just provoking a little bit more aggression. Not going to find any kills. Good play from Chajiro.
Yeah, good dodge on that. Good job by Kid of Fire though. Try to get the pick. Good thought process. Chajiro just played that very well. I would like to see Canadian not farm right now and maybe group with the team so they can start getting some towers down.
Spike gonna teleport into the bot lane to save the tower from Sail. Gonna go through with that. Now teleport is down.
Yeah, still got a while in the Dragon. Baron is up, but it is very early. Neither team really has the opportunity to take that. All one lane do have no wards on it, actually. Rawr do have a ward on it, plus the Scuttle Crab. So good coverage by them. All one lane with that deep pink ward right near the blue buff, though. And then another ward near the Raptor. So they do have...
Spike going to initiate with the Twisting Advance onto the Kassadin. Going to be a noodle fight for now. Kassadin has no weapons in this engage. He's bringing a sword to a tree fight. Trying to whack away at those roots. Not going to do you much.
Yeah, so he's just going to have to leave after that. But looks like, yeah, both teams are just kind of hanging out, doing some farm.
Watch the Maokai Spirit Dash gonna
fire.
come forward. Stiff Defender Dance is not available. The is gonna come in along with the Ultimate Roots, and it's a double kill for Ari. 2 for 0. Favor of AOL. We could look at a Baron here. What are we looking at?
Kid of Fire is going super hard on this Ari. He ults forward every single time. This should be a Baron, but I honestly think Rawr can contest this right now if they all three go there. But it looks like they're not even gonna bother. They're just gonna try to shove mid lane, maybe get some damage on mid tower. So
Going to be
free
three
Baron.
members of Rawr onto the tower, going to take it down with a bannered minion. Going to back out for now.
So they get the tower. So Rawr do get a consolation prize of a tower, but all in all, that's super huge. Couple kills. Oh, Darius called out.
Oh, Darius caught out by Canadian Champ. The ultimate from Leona going to miss. Decimation Smash going to land as well. Riftwall going forward onto Kid of Fire. Kid of Fire has no Spirit Dash available. Flash is available, however. Maokai going to take down. Feel My Rawr goes over to Hero Termina. Now the Stumble Onslaught going to flash canceled by Canadian Champ. Going to take down Doki as well. No flashes available as he has teleport. Charm into the orb. Going to take him down as well. Hero picks up another kill. Sushi now in trouble by the...
Yeah, Doki should have just TP'd out of that, honestly. This is why Flash is good! Flash should have been so good there. Walk to the wall, flash over the wall, walk out like nothing happened. But instead you have to stand there while they beat on you for 10 seconds to kill you. So, yeah, Rawr just not a good rotation there. Just giving up a couple more kills. Looks like they will lose this bot tower as well. So, solid gold lead by Allonelane. Dragon is also up in about 50 seconds. Should be a free dragon for them. They might be able to pick up this red buff. The red buff is coming up in the jungle of Rawr. Nope, just gonna leave. Okay.
Alright, as the game bounces out now, the one question everyone asks is how can Rawr possibly save themselves from a 2-0 and possibly end their playoff dreams? How can they win this game?
So Allonelane right now are sitting very pretty. They have a great team fight. I think honestly the only thing that Rawr can do right now is try to buy time and just have Kassadin split push, because I don't think anyone can 1v1 Kassadin.
Oh, the Spirit Dash forward going to force out the Riftwall, not going to land the charm. Close attempt by Kid of Fire on the Ari.
But yeah, no one can 1v1 Kassadin. Kassadin is very, very good. Sale's playing him very well. He's kind of behind a 0-3-2, but he has good farm. But yeah, I think that's your best bet right now is just have Kassadin split push and hope Allonelane don't tower dive you. But with the team comp they have, they can tank a tower for a solid 2 minutes. So that's really not gonna work out too well for you.
Canadian Champ now fighting Feel My Rawr in the bot side jungle. Not going to look for any more than just an electrocute proc.
Yeah, Allonelane have complete and utter control of this game. This is 100% their game to lose.
5-man mid, unstoppable. Smash going to land onto the Maokai. He's going to be pulled by the Apprehend. Now he's taking about 40% HP. Big ultimate comes from Hero Termina, taking out Kassadin. However, Maokai will fall in return. Sushi is going to land forward with the E. Going to be taken down now by the Ignite as well. Going to be a 2-for-2 for both. 3-for-2. I didn't even see that. Canadian Champ picking up an extra kill on the side.
He wants to go back in.
The Charm Flash going to land onto the Zyra. Kid of Fire going to take him down. Now Canadian Champ versus Shijiro. Hero's going to flash forward with the auto attack. Want to take him down with the lethality. And that is game over. 17 seconds on Doki's respawn. Baron minions are available.
This game right here was 100% one-sided stomp through and through by Allonelane. Wow. Yeah. Okay. GG.
2-0 in favor of AOL versus Rawr.
Oh, Chijiro with the quit. Oof.
Oof.
Doesn't feel good.
Oof.
So that's really good for Allonelane. That's super huge for their playoff hopes and dreams.
I think they just made it, didn't they?
Did that? I feel like we need to wait for a couple more games. So that bumps them up to 14 points. So no, they
I see.
are not guaranteed. But the worst they can do is go to a tiebreaker match.
Oh, all right.
That's the limit right now, is tiebreaker. So it all
But
depends.
that's if they lose every game up until then.
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
And that also would depend on DTS winning. Because right now, Rawr 10 points, Corey in the House 11, Frosty at 11. Yeah, I'll have to do some maths. Math
I'm
on
not very good at
stream
math.
doesn't feel good.
All right, let's take a look at the damage charts. What are we looking at here? Oof. See, I'm
Okay.
allergic to silence, and every time it happens, I have to talk. So,
So
my voice
again, Rawr's damage chart's not looking very good. But Allonelane's damage chart's looking very good. Canadian champ, doing his thing. Ari had the good damage, and then MF Misfortune doing a ton of DPS. I mean, we saw in lane the Qs were half healthing people, just one Q on her bounce. And then her ultimates were shredding through people, lethality build. It's really good early mid game, and that's what Allonelane did. They had early mid game, they won the early mid game, and then they ended before it got to late game. That's textbook. Pick a mid game, end early comp.
textbook. Pick a mid game and early. Sounds good.
I love it. I love it. So, Chijiru did not buy a pink ward that game. What are you doing?
Let's roll over to that side. Oof. Oof. Vision score. What are we looking at?
Chijiru did not buy a pink ward. Some people, they just want to watch the world burn. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh yeah, sorry. Whatever.
Wait, but Sale didn't buy a pink ward last game either.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, I don't think he's allowed to.
Apparently,
'Cause-
it's against his religion or something. I don't know.
Doki has to take teleport smite, and Sale can't buy pink wards.
And has to build a ZZ Rot. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Very, very important to the build, sir. Don't you dare forget it.
All right, I'm gonna need a quick tap out. Army, please take over. Be right back.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so let's
Hey.
keep going over these wards.
Yes,
so
we can.
everyone else had pretty good. Everyone else bought at least one control ward or more.
Mhm.
Zushi with the good vision score, but actually Doki has been dominating the vision score the past couple games. He's
Yeah.
been doing very well warding.
Yeah, the moment he realizes that his control ward was caught, he goes ahead and gets himself another one to put down. That one gets caught, he goes ahead and grabs himself another one, and so on and so forth. From where I'm seeing, it seems like he has a very interesting refresh strategy that he's like, you know what, I don't think our mid laner needs to put in control wars. But I could just, I have a little extra pocket chance. Nah, you're fine, man. I got all control ward for the lack of your control wards. As despicable as that is. Moving on to another interesting topic that I noticed from the damage taken and self-mitigated damage here. Honestly, I'm really shocked to say this, but I, as a Scion player, look at this damage taken and self-mitigated damage, and I just have the biggest question mark on my head right now. I've never seen a Scion with less mitigated damage than damage taken. Because the only thing you have to do is press W, and you negate a ton of the damage that would have been there in the first place. So, it just kind of makes me cringe a little bit, because you're supposed to negate as much damage as possible, so that way your damage taken is less. But Doki definitely has his own Scion strategy, and it is quite unfortunate that that's essentially the highlight of his tank department and the highlight of his vision score department. Exton demanding to take a look at wards place here. 32 wards by Scion, 25 by the Zyra, which is 29 vision score. So, those visions did not look well for that bot lane at all. And I honestly don't really see a situation where where that could have looked out better for him. And finally, we'd see on the AOL side here, the ADC going a solid 6 wards placed. I believe one of them was a control ward. So you know what? He does get a control ward, so I'm happy for him for that reason alone. But to have exactly 6 wards placed with how dominating you were in the lane. I don't know. Little pet peeves here, of course. But we get back on track here. It's time to talk about the standout player, as it is interview time here. So let's be honest. This man may be the king of the North, or perhaps the champion of Canada, but he certainly has won my heart for the standout player. My goodness. 13, 1 and 12 with the Warwick last game. 3, 0 and 13. You're looking at a very high statistical average. I'm saying when you look at the top 5s, he's going to be up there. Maybe even the number 1 spot. It's purely off of these 2 games. And control of the map, control of the game, made every lane, except for mid, look really good. And honestly, he really took over the game on every other aspect. So, I mean, he even managed to completely out-farm and essentially outmaneuver Doki's strategy when it came down to it. So, I think Canadian champ, I think he's got it. I don't see enough evidence to say otherwise. What do you guys think, though?
Yeah, I think Canadian champ did a super good job. 100%. Great ganks. Good counter jungling. He counter jungled quite a bit that second game. Not really sure if he counter jungled a lot the first game. Not gonna lie, I didn't really notice. But yeah, Canadian champ, phenomenal job.
Gonna second that. I also have to give a shout out to Kid of Fire though. A little bit of a rough laning phase for both of those games, but managed to keep his head in the game. So there's our runner-up if there is one. So good shit, boys.
Well, let's go ahead and grab him in here. Have a good conversation with the lad. Let's see if he is ready for it.
Didn't we interview him last week?
That we did, and he earned
Well,
it
let's
again.
interview someone else then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't want to interview the same guy every week. Come on, that's boring.
Well,
it's
he's
boring.
he's stacking though. He's stacking them up, so he can like say, man, I've got like a bunch of these now. Like I can start rubbing it in my friends' faces. Look at me, I've got like 3 of these.
Considering Dota's concern is extremely valid, and of course,
Fair
Kid of
enough.
Fire not only being the
Hey,
mid
you're my
laner, but also the
boss.
captain of
Kid
All
Fire?
One Lane.
All right, you got it. What's up, kid?
Get him in here.
Oh,
Kid of
whoa.
Fire, you
Kid
will
of
be
Fire,
the one.
alright.
Yeah, you're going to be the one who we interview, although Canadian champ, I think he pretty much had it locked in.
Definitely Canadian.
All right, well then, thank you
Yeah.
for your own opinion on that. We'll ask you each of us will ask you one question, and then we'll have a final. So let's just get on with it. Kid of Fire, that rough Nidalee mid game. What happened? How do you feel about it? What was the mindset going into that?
I don't feel bad at all. I mean, everybody knows kid in lane, lol. It's pretty common. Me as a mid laner, I'm not a strong laner, but once I get into team fights, that's where I dominate and excel. As I can see, what happened is I definitely underestimated the damage there, and just generally being overextended.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the spear just felt like you just had to walk into it because you just wanted to know the damage.
I
I
wanted to know. I wanted to know what happened if I ate a spear, and well, I found out. It's not fun.
Ooh.
By the way,
What
just so
happened?
everybody knows. PSA.
Spoiler alert, you die.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens over and over.
So then we go on to Dota's question.
Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 7, how likely are you to make playoffs?
6 and a wait, what? 1 to 7. Okay.
Yeah, isn't that a normal scale for
I
you?
thought it was 1 to 3. Sorry, I just heard you wrong. I'm pretty sure, actually. So to correct your earlier point, we're actually at 15 points now, not 14. We were at 12. 2-0 is a 3-point. So anyway,
Oh, is it?
Huh?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure that
Yes.
all
Yeah,
but
yes, it
guarantees
is.
us. There would have to be
Nah,
an
it's just-
insane events that would happen mathematically for us not to be. So we're feeling pretty comfortable.
Correct, but yeah, it's not sealed. ESG could still come and take the spot.
Technically, yeah, and all faith to ESG. Fridge has been a great captain. He's stuck around forever. He's a really cool guy. So definitely, I hope they make it somehow.
As
Yeah,
we
it's
all-
still a tight playoff race, but yeah, you guys, I mean, you did a 2-0 last week against Naughty Nips, which was absolutely disgusting, I might add. I watched the match. Disgusting display of ass kickery, and then the same thing this week. Looking pretty good. So, let's hear your prediction, Kid of Fire. Where are you
Okay.
going to end up regular season?
How many points did GG have right before this? Before
They have
this
15
games?
points right now.
Have they already played this weekend?
They play Sunday, I believe.
Who are they facing?
I want to say Aether.
All right. We're gonna finish third or fourth. If somehow GG drops to Aether, we finish third.
Okay.
If not, we will finish fourth.
That's confidence. That's absolute confidence. Week 11 will certainly bring a big spotlight to that regardless, but you do feel pretty comfortably in your current position here, and in this spotlight, you basically are in a very handsome position. Who knows what's going to be
Oh,
the
they play
future.
Nevermore. They play Nevermore.
Nevermore, who is also in the running for the they're fighting in the middle of the pack as well. Their tie spree has dragged them into the playoff opportunity, but who knows if the ties will stay on or will they come off for more wins or losses for Nevermore.
I think they have to keep tying until they go to a tiebreaker at the end to decide if they get in or not, or it's
Yes.
not appropriate.
that would be the greatest.
I mean, that's the way I wrote the script, so we'll see if it happens.
Drax,
Scripted.
any question on your part? And then I think we could just basically
Yeah, absolutely.
done with it.
Really similar to Dota's question. On a scale of 1 to 7, how handsome is your coach?
Draxer, man,
I'm kidding.
Before I saw him in person, I would have said like 7. His voice is awesome, really great voice. But once I saw him, man, it went down
Quality
to like a
drop.
6 1/4.
Quality
6
drop. Went from 1080 to 720 the moment he saw it. Quality drop.
All right. In all seriousness, okay, what do you think AOL can improve on for the next match?
Besides the mid laning, just the early stages of the game are definitely our weakest points. We tend to not as much anymore, but especially like towards the beginning of the season and last season, the biggest thing was AOL has no idea what they're doing pre 25 minutes. We've gotten it down to like 12 minutes, but we still sometimes have some early game issues. The best advantage there that we have though is Canadian. He's a really good early game and mid game like player in general, so he really helps cover that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
I think
I like
that's a nice way to wrap up this interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Kid of Fire, the captain of Allonelane, aka their mid laner. Thank you very much for being a part of this interview. Impromptu, as it was supposed to be Canadian champ, but he's already got enough medals. It's time for Kid to grab one. He certainly has earned this one in particular as well in this game too, at least for that one. Great situation you overcame when it came down to Sale versus in the mid laning situation. Thank you very much. Doors on the right. You're all set to leave.
Okay. I love you all. Have a good night.
See you, kid. Okay, well, that will just about bring this to an end. My name is Army Overlord. I was your camera guy watching these very handsome and clearly a 7 out of 7 for quality between both of these people.
Yeah, 100%. It's me, Dota, and my color caster. Not color caster. I was the color caster. My play-by-play was.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I was happy to be here. It was fun doing it. Play-by-play caster Drax here.
Yeah. So that's all for tonight. All we gotta say is Dark Procession, and that's it for tonight.
and Noxian Guillotine. Good night, everybody.
We only got to say it once.
It's true. He just never dunked. Oh well.
It's true.
Good night,
Feels
everybody.
bad.
Good night.